Guys, you're probably wondering, what am I doing standing so far away from the middle of the court and serving so short? Well, this is a strategy that you don't see in modern tennis. However, it is something that a lot of players used to do back in the day, especially on clay. Back in the 90s, there was a lot of clay court specialists that would serve from further away when serving towards the ad side. So they would be very close to the doubles alley. They would kick the ball out wide, and now they would dominate the point with their forehand. Now, the reason why you don't see this anymore in today's modern tennis is that the game is too fast. So you can't get away with serving from over here because the returns have become so powerful. You cannot afford to leave that much room open on the other side of the court. And of course, I'm talking about singles. A lot of you guys might find this obvious, but I also have a lot of beginner viewers. So when it comes to doubles, obviously you can stand much closer to the doubles alley because you don't have to cover that side. You only have half of the court to cover. So obviously in singles, the best place to stand is about 1 meter away from the center hash. Now you guys are asking, what's a meter? Just imagine half of me. So that would be about from the center hash mark to about right here. That is the optimal place to serve from. I don't like serving too close to the center hash mark because from here I feel like my angles get worse. So it doesn't matter what side you're serving to, about 1 meter away is the perfect place. However, since you guys are not playing at the elite level, you don't have to worry about the tremendous pace those players are playing at, and you can afford to every now and then slide further over towards the doubles alley because this is a great way to open up the court if you happen to have a strong forehand. So in other words, at the recreational level, you don't have to worry about the return zipping past you. You can afford to leave a little bit of room open. It is a great way to open up the court. Why? Because from here, my angles are going to be much better. That rightward trajectory is going to be much more sharp. You saw that serve, it landed much shorter, and then it exited the court well before the ball crossed the baseline level. So that means that the opponent will have to cover that ball from way outside the court, and now I have the entire court open and I can most likely dominate that point with my forehand. And guys, this is going to work on the deuce side as well, but there's one caveat. Yes, you can get the opponent off the court, but if you're playing against a right-handed player and you happen to be right-handed, that ball is going to the forehand side, and there is a danger because most players have a better forehand return than a backhand return. So this is why I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you do this strategy of going further towards the doubles alley in singles and serve the ball out wide. There's more risk involved versus doing it from the ad side. Now guys, I remember playing a few guys that were clay court specialists, and the most annoying thing about them was that you would start covering that side because that ball was going towards the backhand side at an extreme angle. So naturally players will try to cover that side. But then unfortunately these players also had the capability of changing up their serve and going through the tee. So you guys saw that serve, that wasn't too bad, right? So you're probably asking yourself, Nick, did you do this when you used to play? No, because I know that movement is one of my weaknesses and I don't want to expose the entire half of the court. I didn't find the benefits outweighing the disadvantages. I can easily hit aces from closer to the center hash mark, and I don't really need to be further out wide in order to get the opponent off the court. Since I'm tall, I have a little bit more advantages when it comes to angles. I can get the ball shorter into the box compared to someone who's a little bit shorter. And that's the big advantage of being tall, because you can make contact higher and now the ball is going to land shorter inside the service line. They asked Serena Williams a few years ago when she played Pliskova in the final, the two best servers on the WTA, what the difference was between their serves. And Serena said that Pliskova's serve lands a little bit shorter in the box and her serve tends to go a little bit longer. So guys, for that reason, I did not find it necessary to do the strategy of going further away towards the doubles line, because I can create good angles from close to the middle of the court as well. And in case you're wondering, I'm 6'5", so anybody that's 6 feet or less, this is not going to apply to you, because your ball is going to have a tendency to go longer in the box and you can get a lot of advantages at the recreational level if you step further away from the center hash mark and open up the court every now and then.